Well, there is no denying this man's striking credentials. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
He has to. You know, this is what got him to the show. It was being able to use the hands to set up the kicks. We all talk about the high-level boxing background of this young man, but as he's developed great knees.
Yeah.
He's developed great timing, great counter skills, and also the beautiful right high kick. The right high kick is something he hides very well as he follows with a jab, right hand, left hook. High kick comes over the top, and he can put you to sleep.
No doubt about it. He will try to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight. Well, when you're fighting this guy, DC, you know as well as anyone, it makes for a suffocating night at the office. Here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov, putting his status as one of the best fighters on the planet on the line yet again tonight.
He does it every time he steps foot in the octagon. And when they say it's suffocating, they talk about the strength of Khabib. Even our teammates say it does not feel like you're going with a lightweight. You feel like you're fighting a light heavyweight. And what do you expect from a guy that spent his childhood wrestling with bears? He is so strong, he's so physical, in the hard work and the intensity of which he trains with only shows when he steps foot in the octagon. One of the most skilled guys the UFC has ever seen. We always talk about the wrestling and the grappling and the sambo, but don't sleep on Khabib Nurmagomedov striking. And we saw shades of that in the McGregor fight. Javier Mendez says at times he likes to go southpaw in training. He can't hold you down. He can't hold me down, but it's okay. Sure. It's okay. You can't win them all, Khabib.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. So these fighters relatively close in age, just a year apart, with the same height and some differences in reach. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Donegal, Ireland, Irish Joe Duffy. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov.
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner. You ready?
All right, so here we go. This highly anticipated fight is now underway. Looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler. Am I simplifying things too much?
In this instance, you aren't, because this is what got these two men to the show. One guy is known for his diverse attack on the feet. The other guy is known for his ability to drag the fight to the mat and put his opponents in danger from the very start of the grappling exchanges. Big, powerful punch lands. Now we get back to range.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the counter.
That's a pretty good right hand there by your teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
You're so worried about the wrestling that when the hands come, you're not expecting it. Khabib lands early and he lands often.
Oh, and a nice jab by him there, and that's going to give his opponent some problems if that keeps landing.
He's having a tough time getting his offense going because that jab is just stopping him every time.
Well, this striker knows one direction, that is forward. He knows one style, that is aggressive, and that's exactly what we've seen tonight.
He has every intent of overwhelming every guy he steps into the octagon with, and he's doing that up to this point of the first round. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Oh, tags him with the left, so the right hand has been there, now he goes left hand.
When you're able to fight from both sides, you become really dangerous. Oh, he hurt him bad with a jab.
Nice jab by Nurmagomedov.
Barely missed on an uppercut right on the inside.
Just over 3 minutes to go, round one.
Straight punch lands.
Just misses with a left hook there.
Over and over, he's landed these big body kicks.
Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab, but you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch in the first one you learn is a jab. Right. And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon.
Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up.
Oh, head kick blocked, though, by Nurmagomedov.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
Beautiful right hook counter. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Oh, and he lands a knee to the body now, DC. Talk to us about that strike.
They suck so bad, especially when you're going forward. You walk full speed to a knee to the body, it could in the night.
All right, so he continues to land that jab. His opponent said he was ready for it, but doesn't appear to be.
You're not ready until you're in there. You can watch all the film you want. You can spar as much as you want, but until you feel a guy with a fast jab like this, you don't understand the precision of that punch.
Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Duffy.
Big body kick land.
Oh, he slipped well there to avoid the left hand coming back.
Beautiful punch.
Combination lands for him. It was hard to see a miss in that sequence. He's put it all together.
I mean, everything is just flowing. He's like in a zone. It's like the basketball who becomes twice its size. This guy today is looking at focus mitts in his opponent.
Oh, nice jab there. He told us on Thursday he wanted to break this dude's nose. That is certainly a step in the right direction.
Mission accomplished. You are battering that nose.
Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very active.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Oh, well-placed shot there that cut him over his right eye.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
All right, so a huge round for him there. His opponent will need Motrin tomorrow. A lot of head kicks in that previous 5 minutes.
He took way too many head kicks. He was trying to go forward. He was trying to pressure, and when he was doing that, he was carrying his hands low, and his opponent was just wrapping that kick up and over the side of his guard. Credit to his opponent for finding this shot, but really bad on him for not really making the adjustment to stop it.
All right, next round is underway, DC. We talked about his powerful kicks, how he attacks all sides of the body, the head, the legs. Pretty good start for him.
That was so impressive to see someone fight almost predominantly with their legs and have that level of success.
Duffy gets caught with that punch. Straight right hand now, just misses. Oh, that That's a nice strike there by Nurmagomedov.
You're always thinking wrestling when you fight Khabib, but you better be very wary of his stand-up. He's developing his skill every single day. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Swing and a miss by Duffy. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
Real quick leg kick. Nice punch lands over the top.
Beautiful right hand over the top. Lands to the body there. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there.
Powerful leg kick lands.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
Oh.
Big roundhouse now, just misses. All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a combo. I want the whole platter. Give him the whole platter, young man. Put some punches together. Make this guy take the whole thing. Give him more than one strike. You have now found the setup punch. The jab is landing consistently. Find something that's going to go behind it.
Oh, and he lands another punch there, and you can tell at this point he is going right at that cut on his opponent.
Right at the cut on the eye, just making sure he knows that I'm going to be targeting it. Keep your hands up, and when the hands go up, he will then change the target down low, trying to find finishes.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Duffy. Oh, man, that cut is nasty. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Keep those hands up, you're doing a good job.
That's a big strike right there. Sneaky head kick.
Good sequence of kicks there by Duffy. Hard shots landing on both sides here. Just unable to quite find that range.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Oh, nice hook by him there. Not necessarily with full power, but certainly found the desired target.
He's throwing those shots to damage your opponent and set up another shot down the middle.
Well, as my favorite rap group Onyx would say, stick and move, right? Beautiful slip off the center line there.
Yeah, what a great job of moving his head. It doesn't take much to avoid it.
All right, so he continues to land that patented jab and keeping his opponent at bay.
You can know that it's coming, but until you're in there with him, the speed and the power of that jab is something you can't really prepare for. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg.
Getting the hands going here early.
Yeah, he's mixing it all up.
Duffy's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Trying to establish that jab once again.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. Well, a really good second round for him thus far after a somewhat... Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, he might be out. Oh, straight right. 20 seconds left to go in round two. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Look at the force behind that leg kick.
Lands a glancing right hand upstairs.
Big punch lands.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Coming out there. Let's shake it off. We need to do exactly what we did in the gym. I want you to keep your hands up, keep moving your head, keep moving your feet, cut those angles, and... Ready?
Third round underway. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take.
Great punch.
Got clipped with the right hand. Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy. Big liver kick lands under the elbow. He's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
And he landed the right hand there. Just misses with the jab. Oh! Oh! Huge right hand! Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is.
Oh! Oh, my God!
Big knee to the body.
Nice straight punch.
Both guys landing at a pretty decent clip. Oh! Oh, and there he goes again, working off that beautiful jab. He continues to keep his opponent at distance.
I mean, keeps him at bay with that beautiful, precise jab. It is like a piston. It goes in and out, and before his opponent can even realize what hit him, he's already hit him with another one.
Right.
I love watching this man fight because of that beautiful, educated jab.
Punches blocked. Oh! Oh! On that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Just missed with the left there. Oh, man, that cut looks terrible. He's bleeding like crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped the fight with that cut at some point. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now.
Look at him with his hip into that kick.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Nurmagomedov. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Try to establish that jab. Man, striking classic. As effective as straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he got it hurt very bad. He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Duffy gets tattooed by that stiff jab.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Oh, roundhouse kick, DC.
That was a beautiful strike, and that is the most powerful kick that you can land in a fight. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, Johnson. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh! Oh! He's out!
Oh!
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Well, hard to perform much better than he did tonight. A huge knockout under the lights. They'll be talking about that one for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 28 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Irish Joe Duffy.
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoyed the birth of your kids, right?
Yeah.
But you knock out a man in a cage fight. I can't think of anything better.
I mean, there's nothing like it. You know, you don't even hear the one that lands that puts out your opponent's lights.